It's currently week 26, day 2. And I'm not doing well. I say I'm not doing well. I'm most definitely coming down with a cold. I went to bed last night. I thought I got to bed early. I did not. I ended up reading until 1 a.m. because even though I was knackered through the day, I was wide awake at night. I ended up getting up to go to the toilet about 3 times through the night, give or take. So I didn't end up actually turning off and winding down until about 3 a.m. and then slept all the way through till my alarm went off, but then I just was too tired. I physically couldn't wake up, so I ended up getting up at 9 o'clock. In fact, no, 20 past 9. I woke up this morning because it was so hard to get to sleep. And then this morning I've woke up with that achy, itchy, irritated, grainy sensation that you get at the back of your throat and the back of your nose when you've caught a cold. I'm drained of energy, I'm knackered. I can feel the build-up of mucus in my face, which is not my standard mucus from hormones. This is definitely a cold of some form. I had really bad acid reflux again this morning, so it's like while I was eating my breakfast, I was then burping and it was all coming back up. It didn't come up fully, so I just swallowed it back down. That happened about 4 times. That is not nice when you're eating. It's not a nice sensation at all. That's what happened. And when you combine that with the already blocked feeling and irritated feeling at the back of your nose and the back of your throat because of the cold. Not a nice combination. Not a nice combination. Your entire throat just feels what? So that's how I'm starting today. I am not starting today well at all. I'm very warm. I can feel my face starting to heat up. I'm very drowsy. I'm very tired, which is going to be partially because of lack of sleep, partially because I'm feeling full of a cold. And apparently colds are extremely common in pregnancy. Like extremely common because of your naturally lowered immune system, and especially if you're pregnant over winter and it's going round, and everyone around me has had colds or flus or COVID in some way, shape or form. I've been very lucky to actually avoid it up until now. Caught it, I now have. My God, I feel gross. I feel sticky. I feel icky. I feel tired. And I can't even blame the pregnancy. Like the pregnancy is going fine, but now I have a cold and I feel like death warmed up. I've got an easy day with my dogs today. I've only got 2 dogs on this morning and then 2 dogs on this afternoon. And I'll be honest, I'm going to come straight home and go straight to bed. Probably. I don't know. I know I've not got anything on this afternoon planned. I'm hoping that my dog walks don't take too long, but it's already 10:40. Ideally I needed to leave at 10:30 and I've only just finished my breakfast. God, I do not feel good. I do not feel good, but I also can't afford to cancel my walks for today because I really need the finances. I've currently barely got 200 quid to my name in my bank account, and that's got to last me till the end of the month as well. I still need to go to Costco and get dog treats and stuff for work. This has been an expensive month. £200 on new glasses, 130 quid on acoustic tiling for my voiceover studio. I had to think then my brain stopped working. So I've already lost nearly 400 quid just on that sort of stuff. I'll be honest, I just want to go back to bed today. I just want to go back to bed. I just want to sleep this cold out. Because as a pregnant person, you're not allowed any cold medications. So I'm not allowed Lemsip, I'm not allowed Beecham's, which apparently Beecham's actually contains aspirin, so apparently I can't take Beecham's whatsoever. I can't take Lemsip, I can't take Beecham's, I can't take anything like that because they all contain decongestants, and apparently decongestants can affect baby or can be bad for baby, so I can't touch them. So I just have to wait for it to naturally go away. I might nip to either Tesco or Asda or some other local supermarket or shop and try and find some ginger and hope that a bit of ginger will help clear it out because ginger is good for the immune system. And I have a ginger tea which I still need to finish before I leave. So I'm hoping that will help. No guarantee that it will help, but hopefully that will help. Anyway, I'm going to leave this little update. See what tomorrow brings. I don't think I'm going to be vlogging for the rest of the day, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. So it's actually about 12 o'clock the same day. I've ended up cancelling my dog walks because I just feel like crap. I just want to sleep. My whole body is just begging for sleep. I just feel awful. I've definitely got a cold or something similar, and it's making me knackered. Hi. You going to join me? I've reluctantly cancelled my dog walks and I'm just going to get some sleep. I'm just going to sleep and rest as much as I need today. And hopefully recover from whatever this is because I really can't afford to keep losing money. I feel so bad for resting. I feel so bad for resting like this. I feel so bad for cancelling my dog walks. And I feel so bad for letting my clients down, but I can't. I need the rest. And you know what? I would actually say that up until this point, I've actually had a really good pregnancy, or a really positive pregnancy so far. The only real downside is the regular fatigue, regular exhaustion this last week, and the heartburn / acid reflux. That's the only negatives I can think of for this pregnancy. Every time I feel Minion move, it makes me smile. Every time I feel him kick, it makes me smile. I've been loving learning about his process. I've been loving seeing him on the ultrasounds and stuff. I've not had any major issues. I've not had any major conditions. I've not had gestational diabetes, or the one where you constantly vomit, or any other issues. I've not had sight problems or sound problems. I've not had anything like that. I've had a really, really, really good pregnancy so far. The hay fever, and how bad the pregnancy made the hay fever, and now this cold, and how bad this pregnancy is making the cold is whole level of exhaustion. Anyway, I'm going to get some rest. I'll see you guys whenever I regain consciousness.
You're keeping me company. You're keeping me company while I'm not feeling well.
It's still Wednesday, but it's now Wednesday night. So done. Oh, I've actually cancelled my walks for the rest of the week under recommendation from my doctor and midwife, because they've said that because of pregnancy and a weakened immune system, the symptoms can't think of the word I'm trying to say. Can be worse, or can be harder to deal with when you're pregnant. I've took their advice to rest and recover and take as much rest as needed. I've cancelled my walks for the rest of the week. I was in bed for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half earlier before I had to get up to eat, because I was so hungry by that point. I just made myself a bit of comfort food and spent some time with my parrots, got my parrots out, spent some time with my parrots so they weren't stuck in their room all day. And I've also done some video editing while I've had some level of consciousness and energy. I'm not too bad when I'm sat down, and it's definitely a head cold. I've had 2, maybe even 3 bouts of sneezing fits. All the pressure is here, like all the ache and all the pressure is right here in my sinuses, in my eyes, in my temple, and I've still got that itchy sensation at the back of the throat that you get with a head cold. And if it wasn't for the fact that I had to spend time with my parrots and get some video editing at least a bit done, I probably would have gone back to bed after eating. It's currently coming up to 7 o'clock at night. Jason's not long got home, and bless him, I asked him, could you possibly get me some orange juice or some lemon juice so I can have honey and lemon tea, or lemon and honey tea bags, caffeine free, so that I can try and ride out this cold as naturally as possible. I say as naturally as possible. Like I said earlier, I'm not allowed Lemsip or Beecham's or anything because of the decongestants in them while I'm pregnant. I've instead been making sure to keep well hydrated. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Jason was so good. He got some more bananas and more satsumas so that I can try and use the nutrients to get this out of my system. He also got me some orange juice because I have been lacking in vitamin C since I ran out of my vitamin C tablets. Because vitamin C is very important for iron absorption. That could also be why I've been struggling with exhaustion this last week, is because I've run out of vitamin C. I've not been having enough of it. So he got some orange juice for me, bless him. Got me the honey and lemon tea, and he's also got me some potatoes because I saw a recipe on Instagram that I really want to try. Really badly want to try. It's really easy, it's really simple, and it looks a lot of fun to eat. It looks like a very nice comfort food, and I want to try and give it a go. So he's got me some potatoes so that I can try that, but I don't know if I'm going to try it tonight. I want to try it tonight, but I don't know if I have the energy to sit through the cooking right now, so I might try it tomorrow depending on how I feel, and make us tea tomorrow night. And if it wasn't for the fact that I actually do need to eat soon, I'd probably be going to bed right now. Oh well, I'm going to have to get something to eat soon. It's been a while since I've ate. Anyway, I'm going to stop complaining and moping. I'm going to continue to rest for the rest of the day. I'm going to rest all day tomorrow as much as I can, do some video editing, and I'll catch back up with you guys on Friday, and I'm hopefully going to be a bit more recovered. So it's now Friday. I'm feeling a tiny bit better. I was really bad on Wednesday. I was really freaking bad on Wednesday. That cold knocked me for 6. It really did knock me for 6. I was so exhausted. I was a zombie all day. All day I was zombified. Also apologies if there's noise in the background. Someone's having something delivered from Curry's. I was a zombie for the whole of Wednesday. I could not focus, I could not concentrate. I am so glad I called in sick. But I was still feeling so bad by Wednesday evening. I contacted my doctor, no, my midwife, because my doctor was already closed for the day. Contacted my midwife and she said it's usually a good idea to stay home and rest in this situation, especially because with pregnancy, I need to sneeze. One of the neighbours is also having the roof done and the scaffolding's coming down today. So there's just noise everywhere. There's noise everywhere. And I need the windows open because I need the fresh air. The house is so stuffy right now. I needed the draft. So apologies for the noise. I spoke to my midwife. She suggested that I actually take some rest because cold symptoms are usually made 20 times worse when you're pregnant because your immune system's reduced. I decided to take her advice and I cancelled my walks for the rest of the week, which I think I mentioned, I can't remember. And I'm so glad I did because I wasn't human yesterday. I was not human again yesterday. Yesterday was weird. The symptoms kept on coming in waves, or the cold symptoms kept on coming in waves. 1 minute I'd be really, really bad and I'd be barely conscious. My nose would be running like crazy. I'd be sneezing like crazy. I'd have no energy, I was zombified. An hour later, I felt human again. I had a tiny bit of energy. An hour later, I was a zombie again. It was really weird. And I tried to go back to bed and I just could not sleep. And I could not sleep on Wednesday night. Oh my God. I got no sleep on Wednesday night. None at all. The symptoms were so bad. I couldn't breathe for most of the night. I was tossing and turning. I couldn't get comfy. My nose was running everywhere. I did not sleep. Wednesday night, I did not sleep, which did not make me any better on Thursday. It just made me more zombified on top of the zombification from the symptoms. Last night, however, I did manage to get some sleep. Not a lot, but I did manage to get some sleep in between the bouts of congestion. So I'm a little more alert today. I'm still very drowsy, I'm still very congested, and I'm still feeling very but I'm more human, I'm more conscious today. I've had to open all the windows in the house because the house just feels so stuffy today. And I went outside to put the recycling in the recycling bin. The fresh air just made me feel 10 times better. I felt like I could suddenly breathe. So I've literally just ended up running around the house. I've got the back door wide open. I've got all the windows open just to try and get some airflow through the house to make it less stuffy. But my body really needs a bit more sleep, like really badly needs a bit more sleep. So I am gonna go back to bed in a minute and get another hour or two in bed just to recover from this cold. I feel so bad. I didn't let yesterday completely go to waste though. I still made sure to get some admin done. I started a universal credit account because I am going to actually be applicable for universal credit when I go on maternity leave due to my lack of income or knowingness of my income. I've started looking into child benefits, but I can't claim those until just before baby is due. Or after baby is born, I can't remember. I need to relook at it. I've also looked into disability benefit or personal independence payment because apparently I am actually entitled to that due to my urinary incontinence. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I say a lot going on. I made sure to get a lot done. I did a lot of research yesterday into benefits and income and what I can claim next year. And I also did a lot of my admin for my dog walking. But I would like to say the worst thing about having a cold when pregnant, and apparently colds are extremely common when pregnant because you have your lowered immune system due to baby. But the worst thing about it is that you can't take anything for it. It's like, I have the option of taking paracetamol, apparently. I do like to avoid medication where possible, and with me being pregnant and knowing what aspirin and ibuprofen does to me, I know paracetamol's fine, but I also don't want to risk it just in case there is any adverse effects. And it's not that I'm in pain, I've not got a headache or anything like that, it's the congestion that's driving me insane. And because I'm pregnant, I'm not allowed any decongestants to actually shift my sinuses and unblock my sinuses, which is really freaking annoying because that is the worst part about being cold or having a cold when pregnant, is that you can't take anything for the congestion. And it's the congestion that stops you from sleeping at night. It's the congestion that drives you insane through the day and causes sneezing fits. And it's driving me mad. It is driving me insane. There's so many things you're not allowed to take or eat or drink when you're pregnant. I've already got a very restricted diet anyway because of my allergens due to my ulcerative colitis, but when you're pregnant and the restriction increases, I am on the mend. I am starting to feel better, thankfully. I'm going to have this last rest day. Hopefully I'll be all right. But the main reason I actually wanted to jump on here today is to say thank you to my best friend, or one of my best friends. She regularly goes to the baby bank because like me, she doesn't exactly have a lot of money coming in at the moment with being on maternity. So she does go to the baby bank regularly to get cheaper baby clothing options and stuff like that. And she's been very, very kindly keeping her eye out for a pram for us, because the pram that we currently have, wait for them to finish banging. The pram that we currently have is technically my sister's, and my sister now needs it for her baby. And obviously I'm not going to be rude and say, no, I'm keeping it, you gave it to me. I'm not that kind of person. It's her pram, she bought it with her own money, brand new as far as I'm aware. So she's very much entitled to have it back. I am not complaining about that. I have no issues with that. Because of that, my best friend has actually been keeping an eye out at the baby bank for a possible pram for me. I did have a request that if possible, it was going to be a 3-piece pram, which has the car seat, the baby bassinet, and the toddler seats when they eventually get into toddler child age, which are really, really rare to come by, really hard to come by. But one actually arrived yesterday, or one turned up yesterday, and I believe she said it was a Tasky or a Tasky pram. I can't remember. And it's got a really beautiful design on it. It's got like this jungle pattern design on it, which is really, really nice, and actually sort of goes with my nature jungle theme. You can tell by the green walls. I like my nature. I like natural colours. I like my greens. I like my blues. I like my browns. Basically colours that you can find in nature. I really, really love those kind of colours. It's like blue is still my utmost favourite, but then the greens and the browns and stuff come second, or the different shades of greens and browns that you can get. So because of that, it actually works really, really well with the whole nature and animal theme that we've got going on in our whole house, let alone for baby. She very kindly grabbed that for me, which I am so grateful for, and we're hopefully going to go pick it up from her tomorrow. I say hopefully because it does depend on how well I've recovered from this cold. We've had a game night, or we've been trying to plan a game night or a meet up, a catch up for all 6 of us, because there's me, my partner Jason, my friend Simone and her partner Vince, and then our friends Aline and Sophie. We always try and arrange game meetups and day meetups and stuff like that, and we've not been able to do it in months, partially because of my friend having her baby and him having a set routine and having to wait until he was of an age we could all not necessarily interact with him, but where she felt a bit more independent. Stop with the banging. I can't tell them to stop with the banging, it's their job. They're just doing their job. They're pulling the scaffolding down. It's much faster than what our scaffolding came down. Or she had to wait until her little one was of an age where he was more independent and more self-entertained to allow us to actually get together and have a game day without her feeling... The only way I can describe my friend is she puts a lot of pressure on herself to be the best host she can possibly be. And even though we've told her thousands of times, we're your closest friends, you do not need to host us, we can get our own drinks, we can bring our own food, like, you don't need to be a host. And she can't help herself, bless her. She really can't help herself. She loves hosting, it's what she loves to do, and she just does it unintentionally. And because of that, she puts a lot of pressure on herself to be a good host. And with her new little one around, she's not been able to actually do that because she feels that she can't be present enough for her visitors or her guests. It's like, we're your friends coming over to hang out, we're not visitors or guests. But no matter how much we say that to her or tell her that, she can't comprehend it. She's the sweetest person. She's got such a big kind heart, and she really, really does like to make people happy. But my God, she makes me laugh. I love her for it. I just love her. She's such a wonderful person. But anyway, we're hopefully going to her house tomorrow for a game day. We've been trying to plan a game day for months. Her little one is now 7 months old. I want to say 7. I think he was born in the May. I believe he was born in the May because he was due end of April and ended up coming late. I'm sure he was born end of April, early May. I need to double check. It's in my calendar somewhere. So he is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's about 6, 7 months old now. So he is at the age where he's starting to teeth and he's self-entertaining and playing with his toys on his own. So she's feeling a lot more confident to actually have friends and guests around, or to go to other people's houses as a friend or a guest. We still suggested having it at her house. That is where all her son's toys are. That is where all his entertainment is, where his schedule is, where his food is. So it makes it easier on her to have all that available for him. So we are hopefully going to hers tomorrow after months and months of planning. We're hopefully going to hers tomorrow for a game day, but it does depend on how much I've recovered from this cold. I'm sounding more human now, but that's because I've had a nice hot drink. It's just hot chocolate. I treated myself to a hot chocolate this morning. I've had my breakfast, I've had banana, and I'm about to go get some more rest. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll be feeling human enough to actually go and socialise. And we'll also be picking up our new pram that she found for us. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for her. She's been such a good friend. And we've actually been laughing together quite a lot about how different our pregnancies have been. I've had a lot of tiredness, but there's been random bouts of tiredness that I've had, like a day here, a day there of exhaustion. Then in the second trimester, quite a bit of exhaustion where everyone else usually gets energy. Now I'm starting to hit secondary exhaustion, but that could also be because I'm full of a cold. But we have been laughing and joking about the differences in our pregnancy journeys and how I genuinely couldn't comprehend what she was talking about when she was describing things to me until I've experienced it for myself. Pregnancy is definitely one of those situations or those scenarios where you genuinely cannot comprehend what a person is feeling, what a person is going through mentally, emotionally, hormonally, physically, until you go through it yourself. It is such a unique journey to every individual. Every individual is different, and there are a lot of similarities, and you really can't comprehend what they're talking about until you've experienced it yourself. I've gone on a tangent again, haven't I? I'm very good at these tangents, but I am hopefully going to be human enough to actually go to this get together tomorrow. Gonna have some games, socialise, interact, and bring back our new pram, which is very exciting. But for the rest of today, I'm going to spend the rest of the day relaxing. I might start, if I've got the energy after my nap, I might start on my acoustic foam, because I've ordered a shed ton of acoustic foam for my voiceover studio that I need to prepare, set up and get dry ready for Sunday so I can put it up on Sunday. And I've also promised Jason I'll cook tonight if I've got the energy, because I've still not cooked those things that I've seen on Instagram. I was really hoping to do it Wednesday night and then didn't have the energy, and then I was hoping to do it yesterday, didn't have the energy. So I'm hoping now that I'm feeling a bit better today, I might have the energy to do it today, but we'll see. If I have the energy to do that, I will record it. If not, then this is me done for the day. We'll find out. We'll find out after I've had my nap. But I'm going to finish this hot chocolate, which is no longer hot. I've been talking for far too long. I'm going to finish this birth vlog that I'm watching, and then I'm going to go take a nap, and hopefully I will see you guys when I wake up. And I am trying to make this potato cheesy wedgie thing that I promised Jason.
Yeah, no, it's important to let it go. Original post, but you can't sit here and say you got bored with him, wanted other men. This is why people think you're just trying to get your rocks off. Often than not, find someone else. Of my ex and his new girlfriend. Thanks for everyone's advice. It's been 2 years. I've tried to stay on point and live my life. My ex has been in my head. I'm free. Oh, brother. I want to be was fully honest about what is going to happen.
actually 12 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. And I've only just got out of bed and I wish I was joking. This cold's knocking me for 6. I'm so tired, but yet I can't sleep at night. I literally can't sleep at night. I go to bed at night and I am tossing, I am turning, I am repositioning, my legs are cramping, everything hurts. I say everything hurts. The hips hurt, the calves hurt, the leg cramps hurt, and then I can't breathe. And it's making my lips chapped to hell, so my lips hurt. Then my sinuses hurt because my sinuses are blocked. And I end up waking up so tired that I can't get out of bed. I just want to be over this cold now. I'm sick of this cold. This cold is driving me mad. I actually remember I was tossing and turning all night, could not get comfy to save my life. And then finally, must have been 6 o'clock in the morning, I got up to go to the toilet and I was really sleepy. Went to the toilet, got back into bed and thought, have a couple more hours. I don't need to get up till late. It's a Sunday, it's fine. Got back in bed, did not wake back up. I got up briefly at 9 because my brain woke me up to say, your parrots need feeding and they need feeding now. So I got up, got my parrots breakfast, and then thought to myself, well, I need breakfast. But I was actually falling asleep walking back up the stairs with my parrots' food bowls. I said, you know what, I'm not hungry. I do not have the desire to eat. I do not have any hunger right now. I'm just gonna go back to bed. I'm just gonna go back to bed and just let my body have 1 more hour. 3 hours later. 3 hours later, I eventually wake up. And even now, the only reason I'm out of bed is because I need food. I'm not hungry, I still have no appetite, but I need food. I can't starve myself when I'm pregnant, and I'm not intentionally starving myself. My body doesn't want to eat when it's tired. My body doesn't want to eat when it's sleepy, because that means processing food and that means energy. So I am gonna get myself something to eat and drink. Definitely something to drink, because the chappiness of my lips from this cold is ridiculous. Because I can't breathe through my nose at night, so I'm breathing through my mouth, which is making my mouth ridiculously dry and sticky, which is then making my lips chapped, so my lips are in pain right now. And licking them doesn't help. Licking them makes them even drier because my saliva's dry. Anyway, I'm gonna get breakfast, and then I need to do some housework. I promised Jason I would try and get some housework done today. At least the dishes, because the dishes are dishing. Because neither of us have been particularly well, we've not really been doing the dishes much. So they are piling up beyond belief, so I need to get at least some of those done today. And then the rest tomorrow. I'm desperate. Oh. I really want to go back to bed. I so badly want to go back to bed. So the dishes are done. I say done, they're half done because the drying rack can't fit them all. And I'm tired, I need a break. And I'm not gonna lie, I really badly want to go back to bed. I so freaking badly want to go back to bed. I'm so tired. And again, I don't think it could be pregnancy related. It could just be this cold. I don't know. It's hard to say right now which one it is. But I can't go back to bed right now because my parrots have been stuck in their bird room all day due to me being in bed or due to me being like this, and they really need to get out and stretch their wings. So I'm gonna get them down, give them some out of room time and do some training with them and see how I feel when Jason gets home. If Jason gets home and I'm still feeling like this, then I might go back to bed. Once I know he can sort out the girls. I do need to get them out though. It's not fair to leave them in the room all day.